All right, so the last thing I'd like to talk about is how to get this vertex. Now, I will say if you graph the quadratic function in your graphing calculator, once you have the formula, then you should be able to find the vertex pretty easily by doing either the calc menu, which is second and then the trace button, and then go to either minimum or maximum. And then what it'll ask you to do is basically set up a left bound. So you want to go, if your minimum's right here, you want to get your cursor to go a little bit to the left, and then a right bound, go a little bit to the right, and then guess, and it'll tell you exactly what coordinates your point has. Now, there's a way you can do it without a graphing calculator, and that is basically this idea. Negative b over 2a is your x-coordinate of your max or min value, what we call your vertex, and then whatever you get when you put this in as your input, so I'll write it this way, f of negative b over 2a will be the y-coordinate. All right, so if I take this one, for instance, if I do negative b over 2a, then that's going to be, let's see, here's my standard form right here. So I'm going to do negative negative 8, so positive 8 divided by 2 times 2, which is 8 over 4, which is 2. So 2 is my x-coordinate of my vertex, which we talked about earlier. That one was a little easier to tell. And then to find out what my y-coordinate is, I'll put 2 into this function. So I'm going to do y equals 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 6. So this is going to be, sorry about that, fix this real quick. So this is going to be 2 squared is 4 times 2 is 8 minus 16 plus 6. And when I work that all out, I'm going to get negative 2. So 2 comma negative 2 would be my vertex. Okay, why is that important? Well, sometimes we're looking for the minimum or maximum value of something. There'll be a word situation that makes you want to know where that's happening. And so that what they might want to know is what is the input value for that particular max. So usually that's like a time. At what time are we reaching the max or the min? And then the output value would be what that minimum actually is. So if I'm measuring, let's say distance over time, then my distance in this case would be negative 2, would be my lowest or minimum distance in that scenario. All right, so hopefully that connects a little bit more to some of the things that you'll see in your problems for homework.